Anyway, this is a song which I finished, kind of finished in Kathmandu, Nepal, and this is where I bought these bowls. So like Tibetan Buddhism stuff.
Do you need to finish your lozenge first?
No, I'll just play while I sing.
See, this is a true gangster. You just popped a Strepsils and like, no, okay, I'll sing with it.
I can sing with it.
I can sing with it.
It's alright.
No one else he can sing with in his mouth.
Shh. This is why this is my neighbor. Okay. Oh, sorry. Miles from the shore, only then you know I've gone. I was so loved, you struggled to protect me. This life is a dream, ever wake up, I won't believe. Get over yourself, love. This vision is flawed, so chasing romance, love. 'Cause we're overboard.
Waters coming closer, the waters of life. Waters coming closer, the waters of life.
Yeah, we're overboard.
Waters coming closer, the waters of life. Waters coming closer, the waters of life. Your careless hair is a song. Come string me up in your noose. You fill this heart with songs. Now there's nothing left to lose.
Go for yourself, love.
Love,
Your ash and heat, sweating drops on the floor, and we tear from the lack of sleep. This is all for now.
love,
This is what you need. See everything you love
love,
disappear into the deep.
waters coming closer, the waters of life. Waters coming closer, the waters of life.
Overboard. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's try this. This one's pretty obvious. This song is called Her Heart Was Dead. My lover said her heart was dead. I'd like to know who took her soul. If I should find the answer be tonight, I won't let him go. I want you so, so, oh, 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 oh. So, oh, 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 oh. So, oh, 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 oh. So I find you underneath, behind cover your wants and needs. If I should falter, you let me leave. But you know I loved you first. Procrastinate these things instead. Wait 1 whole year to leave me here. You're such a tease. We know the score. You'll get me hard, begging for more, more, oh, 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 oh. More, oh, 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 oh. More, oh, 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 oh. More sense and more greed, more than you'll ever be. More light, more hair, the courage to leave your bed. Your tone is so predictable. This all you'll ever know. Your tone is so predictable. This all you'll ever know. So I sigh and feel the peace. Your words and truth, they run me deep. If I should falter, you let me leave. So I find you underneath, behind cover your wants and needs. If I should falter, you let me leave. So I find you underneath, behind cover your dirty deeds. This doubt is sinking and it's in our teeth. But I know I lost you first.
Okay, let's give a round of applause for Nick Chim.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, and thanks for joining us in our first media corner for Bandwagon and Baybeats. So right now we are sitting down with Nick Chim, and he'll be performing later at 7:40 at the Concourse, right?
Well,
Or is
it's
it outdoor?
7:50 at the Chill Out stage,
Oh,
also
the
known
Chill Out
as
stage.
the Esplanade Concourse.
Yes.
I have a second set there at 9:50, but whichever time you want.
Correct. Alright, so, okay, of course, unless if you guys don't know, actually he just came back from Germany. And how many cities did you visit in Germany?
This time I did something much more doable, like 6 cities, so I had a lot more time to rest in between. I was there 2 years ago and I did 14 shows over 3 weeks. That was crazy. Yeah.
So how was it this time?
Well, you know, I had more. I mean, the shows were still great. Like, you know, like I got to, I had time to meet more people and hang out. You know, instead of like just spending like 7 hours in each city, I had like, you know, play the show and then like hang out with people and just, it's great. Like weather's great there.
Wait, so I want to ask first though, like why Germany?
Well, I guess it just sort of happened. Like I was playing a show in the now defunct Pigeonhole Cafe, and of course, like all great stories, it starts with a girl. So there was a German girl in the audience, and then we got we hung out a bit, we talked, and I gave her like a bunch of my CDs, and I just told her like give it to your friends, and then it turned out that one of her friends was a booker. So he was really interested in having me come over, and that's how the first tour happened, and now I just keep going back.
Right. So you still keep in contact with her?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. But it's not like what you think. It's just like we hang out. Yeah.
Okay, so could you tell us how international tours like this have benefited your music?
I would say that it's different from like if you can play at like the same place every time.
Yeah.
But somehow it doesn't grow you as much as like if you go to like many different venues and you try to perform in like so many different things. Like I've done like an abandoned bakery filled with 100 people smoking, and it's like I can't breathe at all, but you still gotta do it. Like I'm sick today, but I was even more sick before on my biggest show in Germany, and it was like 14 degrees. It was like bitter cold air, and you're terribly sick, you're coughing out phlegm, but you still gotta do it. And all those experiences let you really grow somehow, like as an artist. Like you just get better at your set. Like no matter how sick you are. Yeah.
Right. So now we're gonna talk about your new EP called The Greatest Enemy.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah. So now the lyrics inside are undoubtedly unapologetic. So do you feel you've kept true to yourself when you wrote all the songs in the record?
I would say yeah. I mean like I still write the same way. It's just like maybe for this batch of songs I decided in terms of arrangement I'll do something else. Like I wanted to do a larger band presence just to like I felt like going a bit more like muscular.
Right.
Versus the last two records which are a bit more like ethereal kind of stuff. Yeah.
So more like confrontational stuff,
yeah.
especially some of the titles.
Because
inside,
I mean it's a different set of emotions that I wanted to tap on. Like I wanted to tap on like anger and resentment and that sort of thing. And I think that the lyrics show that, and the music kind of like tries to bring that as well. Yeah. Yeah.
So what made you decide to go on that route?
Well,
was it like an instinct?
Well, I just wanted to do something different. Like, I mean, I can, as an artist, you can do whatever you want, right? So like, the last two records were like, oh, this girl doesn't love me anymore, kind of thing. And after a while, like, I'm 32, I can't keep writing like that. You know?
Not so angsty all the time.
You kind of have to grow up a little bit. Like, okay, it's not just about girls and stuff like that. So I wanted to write more about like what was going on in my life. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So in that way, you feel you've matured yourself?
Yeah, at least I can tap on a different set of emotions when I write. So that's a good thing.
Right. Okay, so as a singer-songwriter in general, do you feel honesty can be compromised for a good song idea or story?
Sorry?
So let's just say for like a song, do you feel honesty can be compromised for a good idea in a song?
Well, I think people can tell if you're not honest.
Right.
And if I mean, like, it depends what you're in it for. Yeah. I think for most songwriters, they would be in it to express themselves, and I think if they were lying to themselves just by trying to like write a song so that people will like them, I don't think that's what they want.
Right. Do you feel you've done that so far, or you think you've really kept true to yourself?
I think I am still who I am. Like, this is me. Take it or leave it. I still write however I want to write. Yeah. Like, if I want to do electronic in the next record, I can. As long as I'm honest to myself.
Right.
Yeah, really.
Okay, so one urban myth I've heard from a lot of bands is that for German audiences, they tend to be very honest with you, and they actually come up to you after the show and actually tell you what they really felt about the show. Yeah. Was that the same thing with you?
Yeah, I mean, it is honest, but they're really warm and they're really friendly compared to all the stereotypes you think of. Right. I mean, yes, in any country there are the nice people and the not so nice people, and you're like this Asian guy, the only Asian guy for like miles around. So it really helps if you learn a bit of the language.
Of course, yeah.
Just don't stick out like a tourist. Like, don't be that irritating Asian tourist overseas. And but yeah, like the shows there, great. And like I love the honesty actually. Like over there, you just have to be really direct. It's not like the Asian way of like I say something and then
beat
might
around
be
the
like
bush.
beat around the bush, maybe 5 layers underneath one word kind of thing. No, it's just like straight to the point.
Okay, what is the weirdest compliment you've gotten so far?
Okay, this is a really good story. Okay, so I had just finished a show in a town called Aachen, and this is
How do you spell that?
AACHEN.
Hmm.
And so we just finished. This is a town that's quite near the border with Netherlands, and so I'm just outside having my smoke as usual. And then this guy, really tall guy, just grabs me from behind. I thought like, oh shit, what's gonna happen now, right? So he grabs me, starts dry humping me, and whispers in my ear, your fingers, they fly like magic. I was like, I'm just stuck there like, help, help. I look at my bandmate like, help me. He's like, no, I'm just gonna enjoy this, and he walks away.
How long was that?
How long did it last?
Yeah.
About 10 seconds before his friend pulled the guy away.
Right.
Yeah, so that was really weird. But that's the weirdest thing I ever got. But it's nice.
That's nice.
In some way.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so you detailed your experiences touring with us on our site.
Yeah.
So for this tour this time, do you learn anything new?
I would say yes. I learned that like a lot of things in a larger market like Germany, it takes a lot of different strategies to really break through in terms of awareness. I mean, I guess like in a smaller market like Singapore, it's a lot easier as long as like you've got friends, you just introduce yourself and stuff like that. But we have 6 million people here. It's kind of easy. I mean, over there you have like 80 million people to reach. It's not easy,
Yeah.
and in a way, like the industry is really set up in place. So you have to engage all the right people, like the booker, promoter, so on and so forth, to really make your tour work.
Right. So it's pretty much know your environment.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like 3 weeks before a show, like your friend will like, hey, you want to play a show or not?
Yeah.
It's like bands there, they book, like if they want to play a show in November, they book in January.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what happens if you try to book late? They won't allow you?
Yeah, you're not gonna get anything unless you're lucky and like the band pulls out or something. But you're over here. There's no time to get over there.
Yeah.
And you wanna So it's like, let's say like all booking for a venue is done in January, and then they're booked up for the entire year by then. So you really have to prepare a lot for touring.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Could you tell us like what was the biggest problem that you had in this tour this time?
I would say that this time, because of like my first booker, he's moved on to bigger things, so I was working with someone new, so it was a bit of like trying to get used to someone else's working style, and it wasn't like what I planned it to be. It wasn't like 14 shows, but I looked at it as like it's a good thing, because I had time to do more meetings and to understand how better to approach a larger market like Germany versus like just do 14 shows, make the money, and then come back home.
Right.
That's not how it is.
So you really treasure the connections that you make over there?
Yeah, I do. I mean, like I've made a lot of good friends. It's like it's so strange that you're like 20 hours away from me, but we're so similar. Like every time I meet my friends there, we have a good time. And sometimes they come over to Singapore, I take them out, and yeah, it's great. Like you can tell, like these are like friendships for life kind of thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, one last question. What can audiences expect from your show later?
Well, I think I'll probably share more like funny stories. Probably teach you a bit of German. I learned one new German like swear, like insult phrase is really good.
Okay, so you're gonna use that
There's
later?
nothing to do with your mother, I think.
Right.
But yeah, most of the time like people just cry a lot at my shows. Like there were girls who at the shows in Germany, they were crying the entire set.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I'm good for, right? Yeah.
Yeah, cool.